Let's talk about how to make money from dividend stocks on the Nairobi Securities Exchange. Not all stocks pay out dividends, and it's important to know how to know which stocks will pay out dividends and the payout schedules. Among the 63 stocks on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, all of which are familiar names, not all the shareholders of these stocks will receive a dividend this year. Every year, companies decide if they are going to pay a dividend to their shareholders. The board of directors decides whether to give a dividend and how much of a dividend. The company then announces this decision in what we call a dividend declaration. Dividend declarations can occur multiple times in a year as companies can give out multiple dividends. This dividend declaration has 4 important details. 1, if the company is giving a dividend or not, and if it is. 2, how much of a dividend. 3, the deadline to owning the stocks in order to receive the dividend. And 4, the payment date for the dividend. The deadline given is also called the book closure date. For example, a recent stock that declared a dividend is called Williamson Tea. They declared that they would pay a 30 shilling dividend per stock owned, with a book closure date of 30th August and a payment date when the actual dividend will be paid of 4th September. It's important to remember that companies are not obligated to pay dividends. It depends on their policies, strategies, and profits for that year. For instance, Bamburi Cement declared that they will not be giving an interim dividend despite giving one in 2022. However, certain companies have a consistent record of always announcing dividends. These are commonly referred to as dividend stocks. Back to the Williamson Tea example. This dividend of 30 shillings will be paid in proportion to the number of stocks a shareholder owns. For example, if you own a small number of 300 stocks before the book closure date, that means that you'll receive 300 times 30 shillings, which is 9,000 shillings on the payment date of 4th September. Keep in mind, however, that you will not receive the full 9,000 shillings because of a 15% withholding tax. That means that your actual dividend payment will be 7,650 shillings. This dividend will be deposited on that date through whatever payment method you chose when you opened an account with the AIB DigiTrader app. This could be check, M-Pesa, or through bank transfer. A strategy investors also use is to hold on to the stocks for the long term in order to receive multiple dividends over the years to make up for the cost of buying the stock. Dividends is one key way that investors make money from the Kenyan stock market. To keep track of which stocks have declared dividends at any moment, the payment date, book closure dates, and the amount of the dividend, you can join the AIB WhatsApp group or Telegram group. Here's an updated list of stocks that have declared dividends in 2023. Download the AIB DigiTrader app, open a new trading account, and begin investing in stocks on the Kenyan stock market today.